Hello, my name is Stephanie Bay, and the information as follows is part of my submission for my Instructional Systems Technology final presentation for graduation in May 2012. Cabarrus County Schools Director of Career and Technical Education, Ms. Lisa Conger, has asked for a way to showcase our instructional tools for digital media students. The digital media classes are part of the trade and industry courses and include lessons in programs like Adobe Fireworks, Dreamweaver, and Flash. This class, along with multimedia and web design, which is a similar class that utilizes the same software suite, are gateway courses for advanced classes like Digital Media 2 and Honors E-Commerce. While both of these courses have great objectives, there is no specific piece of software cited as an instructional aid for them. There are also no activities available for teachers to use to aid in student learning. Our county does not have the ability to secure funds from an upgraded software suite, so they have elected to continue to use Macromedia Studio 8 for graphics, web editing, and animation since they already own 500 of these licenses from a previous course that was taught on campus. Teachers generally teach the same course each year. However, some years, teachers must teach new courses like digital media. This can be caused by scheduling issues and the like. This is where the need for web-based tutorials can help new teachers to our digital media curriculum. It is also helpful for new hires within the county, or even a teacher interested in learning how to use photo editing software, a web editor, or an animation suite to better their students' education. This project will require many different tedious aspects. To better enhance learner understanding of each of the objectives, one module will be created per each separate piece of software. It will assist teachers with graphics editing, web editing, and animation software. Using each of these skills, prospective pieces of software, like Fireworks for graphics, Dreamweaver for web editing, and Flash for animation. The training will be aligned with the software that the county already owns while providing step-by-step navigational instruction about the different tools that one can utilize in Macromedia Fireworks 8, or if they were using the Dreamweaver for web editing or Flash for animation. This project will promote consistency among schools since it will standardize every school with the same software and the same version of that software. As stated earlier, Cabarrus County Schools is having trouble securing funds for updated software for our schools. Because of this, Ms. Lisa Conger, which is the CTE director for the county, and the Board of Education have elected to use software that we currently own to teach the digital media courses in our county. She has asked us to create a learning environment for the teachers in the county who aren't adept in the Macromedia Studio 8 suite of software, for Fireworks, for Dreamweaver, and for Flash. This will create a consistent learning environment, not only for our teachers, but for our students. It also gives us a great opportunity to post learning materials and instructional aids for our teachers to utilize in classes. Teachers in Cabarrus County who are licensed in business education and trade and industrial education at the high school level will be the audience for this particular training module. This training will be held on a work day at a centrally located high school in Cabarrus County. The school must have a lab to accommodate a maximum of 24 teachers. We expect this learning module to drastically improve student learning in the business education department. There will be 3 different lessons in the module. One will be covering graphics editing in Fireworks, another will cover website design in Dreamweaver, and the last will cover Flash animation. During this elongated portion of the video, I will discuss each of the terminal objectives and try to give you an idea of what each of these objectives entails. Objective 1, part of Lesson 1, the objective states that the teacher will be able to launch Fireworks from the Macromedia suite. This objective includes skills like creating new files, opening existing files, importing files onto the canvas, and of course being able to save their working files and export their final files. These are vital skills that teachers must have to even begin learning skills in Fireworks. Objective 2, which is also part of Lesson 1, goes over the editing tools in Fireworks like the lasso, brush, eyedropper, feather, crop, replace color, rubber stamp, marquee, burn, magic wand, paintbrush, pencil, and eraser tools. Each of these skills are taught and tested using a variety of different helping files. Learners will use these files that are pre-made to help learners master a particular skill. For instance, teachers are given a JPEG image of a rose, and they are expected to use the Replace Color tool to change the color of that rose from red to another color of their choice. This is only one example of these tools covered in the VAST lesson. This section is the final piece of the fireworks lesson. The next lesson, Lesson 2, Objective 3, will go over how to launch Dreamweaver among other important skills. Teachers should be able to create new files, open existing files, use the site management feature to establish a connection to the website's root folder, and be able to save and preview working files. This unit will be slightly different from the units on fireworks because the teaching mode will be different. Due to the vast differences between fireworks and Dreamweaver, Dreamweaver is taught in longer and more detailed tutorials as opposed to short and simple editing sessions for a bevy of different pictures. In the next section, Objective 4, the second part of Lesson 2 on Dreamweaver, we will go over how to set up page properties for things like fonts, images, create hyperlink colors, and define the title of the page. The next unit, Objective 5, while still in Lesson 2, goes over links in Dreamweaver. Links like internal, external, graphical, email, and jump. This also includes the creation of image maps, which are of vital importance on many modern websites. Objective 6, part of the next unit of study in Lesson 2, goes over tables. Tables are very important in web editing. You must know how to get your tables to have proper column width and be able to add cell spacing, cell attributes, and insert images into the tables. These are all skills obtained in this unit. Objective 7, the final unit in Lesson 2, will go over how to set up forms in Dreamweaver. Teachers need to know how to create buttons, checkboxes, text fields, text areas, submission buttons, and reset buttons. Forms allow a website owner to create a page that the user can fill out, asking things like their name, age, or birthday. These are used to gather credit card and billing information on e-commerce websites. Teachers need to be adept in these forms by the end of this unit. This will conclude the Dreamweaver unit, and all of the objectives for this lesson are complete. We have now mastered fireworks and Dreamweaver. Objective 8 is the first objective covered in Lesson 3. Lesson 3 focuses on Flash. In the first objective of this lesson, the teachers will be able to launch Flash from the Macromedia suite. In addition, they will be able to create a new file, open existing files, save their working file, and export their final movie. Objective 9 is also a Flash objective. It covers important tools in Flash. These tools include panels and toolbars, drawing toolbars, drawing simple images. Then teachers will learn to draw the first flash by using keyframes and layers. They will learn motion tweens and shape tweens. Next, they will cover morphing, motion guides, and buttons. And then finally, they will learn how to integrate fireworks into Flash. This objective requires teachers to be able to find and use each of the above features. The units in this course are organized as follows. There will be one lesson for each of the programs discussed: Fireworks, Dreamweaver, and Flash. While the objectives run consecutively, they are separated out as follows. Terminal objectives 1 and 2 involve goals and fireworks. Terminal objectives 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 include goals for Dreamweaver. And then terminal objectives 8 and 9 include the goals for Flash. In the deliverable, which will be discussed in a moment, each of these lessons are taught in different ways. Like Fireworks has different modules set up for each of the different tools, like the lasso tool, the paintbrush, etc. Whereas Dreamweaver doesn't hold these qualities. It has a few long tutorials that will walk you through mastery of a bevy of tools in one tutorial. The deliverable for this project is the Moodle page. Moodle stands for Module Object Oriented Dynamic Learning Environment. It is a vast and largely important part of the organization of the content. It allows users to log in, post content once it is completed, and interact with the other teachers in the county even after the face-to-face portion of the course is complete. Over the next few minutes, we will be going over each section of the Moodle page. Assuming that we have already discussed how to log into the Moodle, which is included in the Facilitator's Guide, we will move on to the different sections of the Moodle course. All of the materials are actually on one large page, separated for ease of use. This is the main page of the Moodle site. showing the course information, giving them the course syllabus or outline, and below this, it also shows some of the software that is required for the course to work properly. The next piece of the Moodle is the first lesson on fireworks. It shows clearly the differentiation between activities, assessments, and projects, respectively in black, red, and green. After fireworks, Dreamweaver is very similar. It has all of the activities. This unit, however, is slightly different in the activities. There are 4 long tutorials as opposed to many smaller lessons, breaking down instructions for each of the individual tools. After the Dreamweaver section, the Flash goes back to a more differentiated learning. There are tutorials on the different types of Flash animation. The final section of the Moodle is at the bottom of the page. It includes the course evaluation, which we will discuss in more detail in a moment. This deliverable is able to be logged into by any teacher at any time, even after their face-to-face portion of the course is over. This will allow the learning to be continued once the face-to-face course is over, either for brushing up or to use for materials in their own classes. Our next topic of discussion will be the evaluation. Our first type of evaluation is our summative evaluation. It includes questions about the product's efficiency or the ability to do what it was designed to do. It includes questions that help determine if goals were met. Those goals are as follows. Gain an understanding of the course's structure from an outside source like a user or another instructor. Gain an understanding of the course's grammatical quality from an outside source like a user or another instructor. Gain an understanding of the course's usability from an outside source like a user or another instructor. Gain an understanding of the course's design from an outside source like a user or another instructor. Gain an understanding of the quality of the course's content from an outside source like a user or another instructor. Gain an overall understanding of the user's opinion of the course. Determining the rate of completion of these goals is accomplished through questions in a format as shown on the screen. It asks teachers if they strongly agree, are neutral, disagree, or strongly disagree, and then gives them the opportunity to leave additional comments. On the next portion of the summative evaluation, it asks for comments about particular pieces of the course, and then overall course comments. The formative evaluation is slightly different because instead of people who have had the course taught to them, this evaluation is done by a selected group of individuals who test run various aspects of instructional materials. They are testing more for mastery of goals as opposed to the quality of the instruction. Upon receiving the results from these evaluations, from both the summative and the formative, we have determined that the course aligns extremely well with the goals outlined in the needs analysis. Many teachers mentioned in the summative evaluation, however, that video would be a great addition to the course. This would allow teachers who were not able to attend, teachers who needed an opportunity to brush up on their skills, or teachers who wanted to use these videos as an instructional aid to be able to utilize the course to the fullest of its potential. To finalize this presentation, I would like to discuss some options to further the development and maintenance of this course so it can stay competitive as a great instructional aid and professional learning community for teachers. It is important that the people who have taken this course have the opportunity to continue to log onto it when they need it. They should not have to save the data onto their computer. This will require the course to be maintained properly until it is replaced by new software or curriculum updates. Maintenance is the last phase in the implementation. It includes making sure teachers continue to have access. It also includes adding new activities, resources, audio, video, and other options to enhance the resource. Teachers should be able to use this as a professional learning community, and the message board feature is extremely important. Weekly, the course will be checked to make sure that everything is running smoothly. To conclude, the need for graphics editing software, web editing software, and animation software will never diminish and will more than likely continue to grow to huge levels. Many teachers have expressed interest in this type of program over the past 10 years. This online course will offer teachers an amazing unified experience and a great opportunity to grow themselves and in turn educate their students in a way that exceeds the standards put in place by North Carolina Department of Public Instruction and Cabarrus County Schools.